Alison again, and this is the second of my 3 videos of workouts to work your glutes or your buttock muscles, and this is the middle one of the 3. This is your kind of intermediate exercises. So I'll get cracking. So, just one thing, well, you may have watched the other one, but you don't need any equipment, not even a mat. I'm just using carpet, although you want maybe some cushions or pillows just to support your head. So I'm going to I've got actually a proper head pad, but a cushion will do just as well. And you're going to lie down and you're starting with glute bridge. Okay, always glute bridge because they're so good for working the bottom. So you're lying down, head is supported so your chin is softly nodded, and we're starting with the legs parallel. Okay, here's a glute bridge. You're going to stand into your feet, and the more you go up, the more you stand into your feet. These things in here, your sit bones, send them into your knees, and it's bottoms up in the end range, and that's what's really going to give you the glute work. If it makes it easier, put your hands on your hip crease and feel that you're sending your bottom into your hands like that. Okay, so that's very much an engagement and a work of the glutes. It's very easy to kind of go awry and tend to thrust the ribs and use the spine, and it kind of annoys the neck a little bit, that as well. That's tending to use your back muscles to do the work of the bottom. Please, please, please don't do that. So be really mindful and focus when you do this. Stand into the feet, sort of send the legs forward, and then in the end range, bottoms up. Okay, so for our intermediate workout, I'm going to give you an added extra little add-on, and you're probably going to need your arms on the floor for this, and you're going to do leg lifts. So here's the thing, this is my right side, stand into your right foot, so you've got work in the right glute as your left leg lifts off the floor. Okay, so if you do these as a sequence of 10, with the breathing as well. Breathe in. Breathe out, go up. Breathe in, stand into the right, left leg lifts. Stand into the left, right leg lifts. Pelvis stays level, feet down, and roll through the spine to come back down. And off we go again. 9. Stand, the arms will give you stability. Stand, 2 feet and the spine to come down, 8 left. Up you go, right up into the hips there. Stand into one side, stand into the other, both feet down, come down, 7 left. So breathe, 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 breathe. Right up into the hips there, arms to support you. Stand into one leg, stand into the other, and down you come. 5 left. Breathing, standing, standing, breathing, 4 left. Stand into the feet, stand into one foot, stand into the other foot. It's going to give you a lift through that glute, come down with 2 feet. 3 more. Stand, stand. 2 more. And last one. Stand and stand. So that's the first of the intermediates. Here's the second. Turn onto your side. Okay, if you find your underneath thigh digs in, use a cushion just to kind of soften off that digginess. Okay, your legs are straight. You can check that by eye. Your head is supported on your hand. Okay, just be aware that you've got your ab connection at the front, but also a lift in the ribs underneath you. Okay, so you don't want to sag down through that spine. Top hand to support you. You're going to do a double leg lift. Oh no, you're not. You're going to do a single leg lift. There we go. So it's a little bit harder than the clam from before, but here's the thing, there's a more to this than meets the eye. It's easy to just do a massive lift, feels quite kind of good, doesn't it? And can you see that my spine is going down as my leg goes up? To really nail this, you've got to keep your trunk stable, lift the ribs, and then reciprocally they'll lift at the top. Hand to support you, and you're ensuring that the leg moves, but not your lower back. Don't let the lower back substitute. 8, 7, make sure you're breathing, hips stay open here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, swap sides. Head down, underneath thigh supported, legs straight, hand to support you at the front, ribs lifted there. 10, 9, 8, lengthen and lift the leg. 7, you might feel this a little bit in your inner thigh. 6, just a slight stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next thing, come up into all fours. Now, the all fours is a position where you've got more going on. So the mere action, I'll take my jumper off again. Gosh, just like the last game, it's still chilly in here. Okay, so send your wrist down to give you lift. So your shoulders are doing a little bit of work. Keep your shoulders wide across your back. So shoulders, shoulder blades working. Okay, and you kind of guess at knees under pelvis. Okay, so you've got more work going on, and then swimming legs. Now, if there's ever an exercise to work your bottom that tends to go awry, it's this one. I'm going to show you with the leg that's closest to the camera. What tends to happen is that. So that's where the back muscles are contracting and doing the work. So you've got to keep your back stable. So partly that's having an ab connection, and partly it's understanding that this work has got to be in the leg. So it might help you, paradoxically, rather to think about the bottom, to think about the front of the hip opening as you lengthen and lift the leg in the air. I'm going to start alternating now. It's so hard to do all of that and think about the upper body as well. So keep your skull relative to the relatively up towards the ceiling, and keep your arms long as spaces between the floor and your body. Lengthen and lift. 8. Breathe. Lengthen and lift. 7. 6. 5. Sometimes I have a little check to make sure my body's behaving itself. 4. That's me checking to see I'm not breaking the rules. 3. 2. And 1. Come down onto your elbows to give yourselves a little bit of a wrist rest. Maybe if you can tolerate it, crouch down and have a couple of deep breaths, which is just useful for breathing wide and full into the back of the ribs. And then come back, shoulders out the ears, skull up, shoulder blades wide, abs gently connected to keep your back stable. Off we go. 10. 9, lengthening through the hip, sending the leg up. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. So the next exercise is a bit like the sideline leg raise, but it's in standing. So you start with full hip extension. So you might have hands here, bottom forward, back straight, head on top of your body, and then rock from one side to the other. So this is the sort of introductory level, but it looks frivolous. But it's a big deal actually, because you're standing on one leg, so one glute is holding you up and the other one is sending your leg out. So you can actually take the moving leg a little bit more to work a little bit higher to work a bit harder. Don't forget to breathe. And so you're taking it steady through one side and you're lifting through the other. Breathe in, breathe out. 10 or 10 more. 9. 8. 7. I need to do this for me really. 6. Helps me to kind of check that I'm not by accident 5 using my back. 4, it's by this point you really start to feel it. 3. 2. 1. So now squats. So if you are used to doing Pilates without shoes, I would advise shoes for this because it gives you more potential for getting a bit lower. So, feet parallel, standing tall, fully extended through the hips, glutes on before you even start. Breathe in, breathe out. Little hinge, sit your bottom back and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So stand into your feet. Send your bottom back 4. Don't allow your knees to drift forward, but you are bending in your knees. 3, 2, 1. Just as a little add-on, if you're a little bit tight in your ankles, I am actually, to be honest, if you've got a book, that's a treasured book, one you don't mind standing on, you can put your heels up to get a little bit more lift, and you might find then it's easier to get lower and it's easier to sit into your bottom. And the only trouble with that is it's not so easy to stand into your feet to get you back up. So you lose that capacity to stand into your feet coming up, but you increase the ability to bend at the knees and the hips and the ankles, so you might be able to get lower with relative ease. And you need your non-treasured book for your last one of these exercises. This is the true hip hitch. So stand, take a look that your feet are parallel. Then it's quite a balanced challenge, and if you can nail that, then here's the actual hitch exercise. Down, up, 10, 9. So you're utilising the very movement in the pelvis 8 that normally you'd seek to get rid of. 7, 6. In particular this one aside is where it's hard, 5 where you'll feel it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then on the other side, take a moment to align your feet, knees, legs, pelvis and body, and then you're good to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So there you have your intermediate workout. I hope it makes sense and you find it useful. Cheerio. Hi there. I do hope you found this clip useful. We've got plenty more on the site, and for now I've suggested another one for you to watch. If you want to know more about what we do in Leeds, then do visit the website at pilates-leeds.com, and right now you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and we can do this all again next month. Cheerio!